Today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 different methods you can use right now in CS2 to get free skins. Everyone wants to upgrade their inventory or work their way towards a free knife. These 5 methods in today's videos are all different ways that I've built up my Steam balance and CS2 inventory. The first method we have is weekly drops. In order to do this method, you will require CS2 Prime. Although you do have to pay for this at the beginning, you can easily make your money back in only a few months. Everything after that will be complete profit for the rest of your life. You'll never have to rebuy it, and each week you will get guaranteed money. On your first level up of every week, you will get your weekly care package. This will drop you 4 different items, which you can select 2 from. Typically, the first item will be a case, followed by a skin. You can also pull 2 skins from your weekly drop. However, it's typically only 1 followed by 2 graffitis. You're going to want to make sure to select the case, followed by researching on the Steam market the 3 other items that you were dropped. Most of the time you will be picking the skin, however there are a few graffitis in the game that are worth a lot of money. The case that you do select in the weekly drop will typically come from the active drop pool. You have around a 99% chance to get one of these items, these being the Kilowatt, the Revolution, the Recoil, and the Dreams and Nightmare case, alongside the newest Genesis sealed terminal. When we take the current cost of all 5 of these items on the Steam market and divide it out by the 5 items in the active drop pool, each week you will get roughly 96 cents, just based on only the cases. Although it's also very unlikely, you do have a 1% chance to pull one of the rare drop cases in all of CS2, the most expensive of these cases being the Weapon Case 1, currently sitting over $100. This video was sponsored by Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is the best CS2 trading site with thousands of skins to choose from. Simply select the skins you don't want from your inventory, select the skins you do want, and press trade. You can get up to $5 completely free on your first trade if you use code Claude, as well as a 35% deposit bonus on your balance while using code Claude. If you don't have any skins in CS2 but want a free chance every day, they are always running 3 giveaways that are completely free to enter. Make sure to check them out with the link in the description below, and thanks again Skins Monkey for sponsoring the video. The second method we have to get free skins in CS2 is Trade Ups. Trade Ups is personally one of my favorite methods in order to get free skins in CS2. I show tons of unique trade ups on my channel for all different types of budgets every single week. In order to start with CS2 trade ups, you can save up your weekly drops for 1 to 2 weeks, or save up for a few months to start off with some higher budget trade ups. Once you have saved up a small balance in order to start some of these CS2 trade ups, I personally would recommend $5 to $10. However, you can start with trade ups as low as 70 cents. From here, you're going to want to head to any trade up site like TRADEUP Spy, or follow along with any of the videos on my channel that I do post every week. I would also highly recommend trying to build some of your own trade ups. This will have a lot less competition on the Steam market trying to snipe any of the items that you are looking for. You're going to want to set different inputs and try to get different outcomes to see what is the most profitable. I would highly recommend starting with any trade up over a 60% chance odds to profit. For example, we can take a look at a previous trade up in my last video that I posted 2 days ago on my channel. The trade up we did was $9.50, and we had a 66.67% chance odds to profit. There was 2 profitable outcomes with only 1 negative, so you did have over a 60% chance or 2 in 3 chance to hit one of those profitable items. The top option here was the AK-47 Midnight Laminate. In minimal wear condition, it was over $23 in the profit on a third-party site on a $9 trade up. In order to find that trade up where we made a huge profit, we were going through the calculator section attempting different outcomes of different trade ups. This trade up had consisted of 5 MP9 Cobalt Paisleys from the Ascent collection, field tested condition at $1.26 per unit. We had 4 of them at a 0.2 float or lower. The 5th one was at a 0.199. And to finish off that trade up, we had 5 FAMAS teardowns, field tested condition, 64 cents per unit at a 0.199. The average float here was a 0.1994, making this a 60% chance odds to profit. The third method we have is using the CS2 Armory. The Armory in CS2 is one of the newest methods you can use to make free money in CS2 depending on the items that you are redeeming your stars for. When we take a look at the Armory here, you can have up to 5 different Armory passes. I personally would recommend starting off with only 1. Once again, it does require you to start off with a bit of an investment, which is around $16. However, once again, you can easily make this money back and continue to cycle through Armory passes while keeping any of the profits to either buy skins that you do enjoy or build up your balance with trade ups. My main focus with the CS2 armory is spending your stars on the cases. It is the most guaranteed profit that you can pick up right now. When you take the overall cost of the armory pass, which is $16, and divide that by the 40 stars that you can achieve with one pass, you're currently sitting around 40 cents per star that you are paying. When we compare that cost to the price of the Fever case right now on the Steam market, we can see it's currently selling around that $1.13 mark, which is over 60 cents in the profit per star before factoring in any of those Steam fees. If you continue to cycle through this method, although it's a small profit, you will be able to pick up the armory pass once again and have a small profit left over. This can go towards any skins that you do want in CS2 or help build up your balance towards a free knife. You also have the ability to keep any of the extra cases that you do have once you make your $16 back. You can hold these for the future when the item is removed from the armory, which we do know will eventually happen once again for the Fever case. This will explode in price once it does get removed, which is an even bigger profit if you do hold on to some of these cases. I will be giving away this Huntsman knife Marble Fade in factory new condition when we hit 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to enter this giveaway, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and make sure your trade link or Steam ID are in the description of your YouTube channel. The fourth method that we have is flipping skins. Flipping skins used to be one of the easiest ways to make a profit in CS2. However, with the 7-day trade holds as well as now the item protected, it does make it a bit more time consuming if you are trying to flip any skins. However, this can also still be broken down in a few different categories depending on the way you are flipping items. One of the ways you can make money with flipping skins is picking up low float items. You can either sell these off for a profit for people using them with trade ups, or simply because people want lower float items to look like the next condition. Say you pick up something in minimal wear just on the edge of a factory new float, people will overpay for that compared to something like buying it in factory new. For example, we can search up any skin here. We'll just search up the M4 Fade, which is one of the newer items to CS2. From here, we can search it by the lowest float. We can see here when it does load, when we inspect this item, we see a 0.004 float, a 004 float for 1603. When we take a look at another item here, same price that we do see. However, this is now a 0.05 and it is the exact same cost. The other method with flipping skins is buying items under market value and then selling them at current prices. You can either do this with sniping quickly on a third-party site or using the bargain feature on sites like CS Float. When we search up any item here, we can search something like the Autotronic, which is a great knife finish to try and flip. We can see here when we search by the lowest price, it's currently sitting at $237. However, we have the ability to bargain it down to $218. If you can bargain low enough and it does get accepted, you can still flip it for a small profit. Although most of the time people will come back with counter offers on any bargain that you do have, sometimes they are in a hurry to sell these items and you can pick it up on a discount. We can see here this item was picked up 8% off, which is way under market price that we can flip for a profit. The fifth and final method that we do have is giveaways. This method is the easiest and least time consuming out of all the methods in today's video. You're simply going to want to enter as many giveaways for skins as possible, either on YouTube videos or websites that do offer this, something like Skins Monkey, which does have free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways, or any channels on YouTube or any streams that you are watching. I personally do giveaways in every single video, as well as in my Discord channel. You don't need to pick up anything like Prime or an Armory Pass in order to attempt giveaways. There's no harm in trying to enter as many as possible as long as you're making sure they are legit giveaways, either from trusted people or trusted websites. To help you get a free skin in CS2, I'll be giving away one USPS Guardian in minimal wear condition when this video hits 450 likes. All you need to do to enter the giveaway, drop a like on the video, comment down below your favorite method, and if you want a chance at even more giveaways, join the Discord linked in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at these 5 methods that you can use right now to build up your balance in CS2, either to get skins that you do want, or simply build up your balance to work your way towards a free knife or any other high tier items. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.